As an emotionless person, I'm probably not going to cry. So, I think just on behalf of the three of us, we would like to thank the Staleys and the Costas for hosting everyone tonight in kind of a joint manner. I think when you do a meeting of families, it can be either like kind of awkward or you know that you're going to have a rager the next day, and I think we're going to have a rager the next day. So I think that's a good sign. But I'm Amy, this is Ken's, and this is Maddie. We're Morgan's friends from growing up, but I think we'll each kind of tell you how that came to be. We were told this was a speech, and then a toast, and then in true Morgan fashion, just do whatever you guys want. So we're not going to get a microphone as the group of three of us and not give a speech. Especially if we have the opportunity to toast and roast Morgan. But our friendship with Morgan started the old-fashioned way through mutual hatred. We were on the opposing soccer teams growing up, and she won't let us forget when she scored the game-winning goal against our team. But what she fails to mention is that our goalkeeper was about 5 feet tall, so we never had a chance. But Morgan is the type of person that you want on your team, so we're grateful that we got to have that opportunity when our teams merged, as spiteful as we were about that. Not only because if you're on the opposing team, you're probably going to get a swift elbow from Morgan at some point, but also because when I think of Morgan, I think of her sacrificing her own happiness for the good of others. I think of a person who doesn't always know her self-worth, but is absolutely priceless. I think of her standing by herself in DC with a sign for me as I ran a marathon that said, "She's horny, but can she finish?" That's my last name, by the way, if anyone was wondering. Thank you. But most of all, I think of 100%, no quit, all the time, no matter what. I thought this was just part of her playing soccer, but I learned that it's kind of ingrained in her when we both lived in DC and played on the same kickball team, an adult kickball team. And she proceeded to yell at the volunteer referee that tie goes to the runner. I was like, Morgan, calm down. This is fun. So needless to say, Chris, lesson number 1, lucky for you, Morgan will give this marriage everything she has, and consider yourself lucky that you're on the same team. The most important part of my speech. I have to say, when I heard Morgan was dating a Navy boy as a Marine, I was skeptical. But then I heard Chris was a submarine nerd, and I was quickly reassured. My Nana, who's here tonight, always gives us gals the best advice. She said, marry rich, learn to love. But in all seriousness, she also told us, marry the nerd. And I think Morgan might have found a surprisingly cool one, if cool and submariner can go in the same sentence.
Thank you, Amy. Despite the rain, it's still a beautiful night here in Florida to kick off the wedding festivities. So on behalf of us, I just want to say again, thank you to the Costas and the Staleys for putting this all together. It's truly beautiful, and we're so excited to celebrate Morgan and Chris. I could talk about Morgan and Chris forever, honestly. I didn't think I was nervous, and then hearing Allie talk, it made me just think about how much I truly love you, Morgan, and it's making me like, I can't believe it's here. I can't believe we were 7 and now we're almost 30 and getting married. It's insane. So I'm going to try and keep this short in consideration of everyone here, but I'm going to do my best. So, and before I talk about the lovely couple, I just want to give 2 special people a shout out. Michael and Geraldine Staley, can you stand up? Okay, you're already standing up. They're back there in the corner.
Michael, stand up.
On behalf of your daughter's best friends, we just want to say thank you for loving and caring for us as your own. On a personal note, Michael and Geraldine have never stopped showing up for me, even as we stopped playing club soccer and entered adulthood. At my college soccer game in Lynchburg, Virginia, they surprised me by just showing up in the stands. Mind you, I just want you guys to know, I think Lynchburg from Pennsylvania is like 6-ish hours away, and I think I rode the bench that entire game. They even took me out to dinner after. It really felt like family was there for me. They keep showing up even when they don't have to. Weddings, baby showers, bridal showers, our kids' first birthday parties. Michael even convinced my husband to buy a smoker, and now they enjoy drinking beers and talking about smoking meats when they're together. Morgan, our sisterhood, has gifted us another set of parents. Now that I'm a parent myself, I truly understand the importance of always having that love and support in your corner. And for that, I'm forever grateful to you for sharing your family with us. Michael and Geraldine, thank you for everything you do for your own children, your grandchildren, and all the Blast girls you've taken in along the way. All right, on to the bride. Morgan, you are kind and loving. You genuinely have one of the most beautiful smiles I've ever seen. Not only are you beautiful, but you are also brains. Morgan's dedication to her education and career is truly impressive. Mr. Costa kind of stole my fire here, but Chris is actually marrying Dr. Morgan Staley, if you guys didn't know. Our Dr. Staley had a terrible habit of telling Madison and I that she likely failed an exam, only for her to get a near perfect score, and we were never surprised. Every time. Morgan, you are one of the most intelligent and disciplined people I know. Don't ever stop working to your true potential. All right, Morgan and Chris. I have been married for almost 2 years now, so I think I'm qualified to give you guys a little bit of advice. There are a few things that we get to control in our lives, truly. Luckily, who we spend it with is. There is nothing that matters more than your person. Together, your love is fierce and all-consuming. Fight for that every day. Never let your journey become too busy to enjoy all the little moments in between the big ones. It's really rare to find someone who truly sees you, who believes in you, and wants better for you than they do themselves. You two have that selfless love. You gotta cherish it and protect it always. I ask you both, as you walk down the aisle tomorrow, as you hold each other's hands and say, "I do," remember that day. Remember the moment where you both realized that this is real, that this was the moment that you wanted to be together forever, that this was your person. Carry it with you in the hardest of times and your best times, because at the end of the day, it is just you two together. Every day there's joy to be found together. Keep chasing it together. Morgan, this is the one where you get married.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna finish this one out. Hopefully I don't cry during this now. They already made me start. Yikes. So as Amy has said, Morris and I did not like each other first. I think I took the trophy on that one. So speaking for the Blast girls, like no one probably really liked me on the field, and I think Morgan, like as Amy has said, no one likes to play against Morgan either. So naturally, the both of us constantly got yelled at when we played against each other, specifically an indoor game. One time we actually almost got thrown out. I think everyone will remember that. But we had no other choice but to become friends when we joined the same team. She actually took me to these tryouts, and I didn't think I was actually going to go, and we made the team, and we made Amy come, and then next thing you know, we've all been friends, and some of the Blast girls are still here with us tonight. Morgan, you and I have so many memories together, I can't even begin to talk about them. It's funny, because usually you're crying too much. So, we did lifeguarding together. We tried to be lifeguards for one summer. We actually almost let our instructor drown. She was a little bit heavy. She was on the backboard in the water, and Morgan and I physically could not get her out of the pool. So we just had to stop right there. We did work as lifeguards, though. We did pass. That was probably one of my favorites. The time Morgan flipped off the camera on a roller coaster at SeaWorld. We were there for a soccer tournament. We went one day. I sprained my ankle. They were pushing me around in a wheelchair. we come down from the ride and we see the camera and it's literally Morgan just flipping off both her fingers with her tongue out. We all were laughing and Michael came over and he was not. Morgan and I also did sneak out a few times. Sorry, Mom and Dad. Sorry, Michael and Joe. We went to go hang out with my husband and his friend back in time. Sometimes Ken's was there, Amy, maybe.
I stayed in the basement like you guys.
The Staley basement. So one time, Morgan actually came from like Hocus and I live in Newark, just like 20 minutes away. So they were driving down, I'm waiting for them. My dad likes to go down for a midnight snack typically, so I had to time my sneaking out accordingly. As I was waiting, I heard the phone ring and it was the house phone. Yes, we had house phones still. It was in my parents' bedroom too. My dad answers and Morgan was like, oh gosh. So I almost got caught, but I still did make it out that night and I didn't get caught for sneaking out. Thank you for that. At my bachelor, I also did try to give out some nicknames or slogans to my bridesmaids. I actually didn't get very far. The best I could get out from Morgan was hashtag laughs too much. To this day, she's definitely one that still laughs too much or cries too much. Either way, we love her. Lastly, one of my favorites was when we attempted to break the peace. For those who don't know, the peace was Morgan's car in high school that was quite literally a piece of shit. I promise I did not make that nickname up. You would go in the car, the radio didn't work, the windows had to be put down, we had a tube buckle.
Handle was off.
Handle was off, the buckle came from the top and then around your waist. It was a two-part. Every time we drove on the highway, we really thought the wheels were gonna fall off. We cracked up laughing. We were all the way in the right lane, and up north, from up north, we drive pretty fast, and Morgan does too. But specifically the one time we tried to put the car, I don't even know what it was. Morgan's like, watch this, I think we can break it. I said, okay. I think she put it in reverse or something like front drive. The car did stall and we actually thought we broke it. We were so scared to call Michael. Because they actually would have been upset with us. But it came back on, so we were okay. I wish I could keep going with all of the stories, but we don't want to be here all night. Because like I said, we've been friends since we were, 12 now? Morgs, I just want to say that I'm so proud of you and all of you have accomplished. You are quite literally the smartest person I know, and your personality lights up a room. I've always said that you're such a catch. Chris, he's one lucky guy, let me tell you. Morgie, thanks for always being the friend that I can always call or FaceTime even when we don't say anything. Or the one I can just go for a drive and blast music with the windows down. Or a night of just laughing too much. You truly are my best friend for life, and we do have 2 matching tattoos together. Between the 3 of us here and Morgan, I think we all each have a matching tattoo of some sort. Chris, I will never forget the day that Morgan told me she went on a date with you and told me how amazing it was. I knew she was instantly in love with you, and from that point on, she didn't stop talking about you. Thank you for choosing our best friend today and every day moving forward and showing her the true meaning of love. I do want to just leave with a few pieces of advice now that you're going to spend the rest of your life with Morgan. Morgan is almost always going to rearrange her sandwiches. If it's not evenly distributed, she will rearrange it until it's perfect.
Big Meg.
Do not, and I repeat, do not wake Morgan up. Ever. Even if you're gonna be late. Ken's and I can attest to it. Always have candy in the house. There's always candy in their house. I don't know what it is. They always have chocolate, something. Oh, lastly, and next time you ask her to go through her clothes or her shoes to donate, I really ask you, please double check which ones are supposed to be donated so she doesn't call me frantic, literally almost in tears. She was like, what did he do? She's like, I can't believe he did that. And I was like, it's okay, you're gonna get them. She was stalking the store. She was on the phone with me as I was moving home from Florida, just being like, I have to wait for them to open the door, and I see them right there. She went through a lot to get those shoes back. So thank you. Seriously, I'm so happy for the both of you. Thank you again to everyone who could be here this weekend to celebrate Morgan and Chris. I'm going to end this with something that Michael would say to us pretty much every weekend. We would hear it on repeat with Morgan. Did you stretch and hydrate for this weekend? Because I'm sure we're really all going to need it. Let's raise a glass and start the weekend off right. Cheers to Morgan and Chris. We're so happy for you and can't wait to celebrate both of you tomorrow. We love you.